Belinda Barnett, Swinburne University of Technology. Last updated 9 o'clock, April 9, 2018. Privacy Commissioner John Edwards says Facebook users should examine their use of the social media platform after it failed to comply with New Zealand law. If you are one of 2.2 billion Facebook users worldwide, you have probably been alarmed by the recent coverage of the Cambridge Analytica scandal, a story that began when The Guardian revealed 50 million, now thought to be 87 million, user profiles had been retrieved and shared without the consent of users. It is technically difficult to do, and given that 1/4 of the human population is on the platform, there is an undeniable social cost for being absent. It is also not possible to use or even to have a Facebook profile without giving up at least some data. Every time you open the app, click a link, like a post, hover over an ad, or connect to someone, you are generating data. This particular type of data is not something you can control, because Facebook considers such data its property. It is simply not practical for most of us to delete our Facebook accounts. Every service has a price, and the price for being on Facebook is your data. Read more, Facebook, 63,724 Kiwis may be affected by Cambridge Analytica data misuse, up to 87 million Facebook users affected in privacy scandal, you're worth $2.54 to Facebook. However, you can remain on Facebook, and other social media platforms like it, without hemorrhaging data. If you want to stay in touch with those old school friends, despite the fact you will probably never see them again, here's what you can do, step by step. The following instructions are tailored to Facebook settings on mobile. Your location. The first place to start is with the device you are holding in your hand. Facebook requests access to your GPS location by default, and unless you are reading the fine print when you installed the application, if you are that one person, please tell me where you find the time it will currently have access. This means that whenever you open the app it knows where you are, and unless you have changed your location sharing setting from always to never or only while using, it can track your location when you're not using the app as well. To keep your daily movements to yourself, go into Settings on Apple iPhone or Android, go to Location Services, and turn off or select Never for Facebook. While you're there, check for other social media apps with location access, like Twitter and Instagram, and consider changing them to Never. Remember that pictures from your phone are GPS tagged too, so if you intend to share them on Facebook, revoke access to GPS for your camera as well. Your content. The next thing to do is to control who can see what you post, who can see private information like your email address and phone number, and then apply these settings in retrospect to everything you've already posted. Facebook has a Privacy Shortcuts tab under Settings, but we are going to start in Account Settings, Privacy. You control who sees what you post, and who sees the people and pages you follow, by limiting the audience here. Change who can see your future posts, and who can see the people and pages you follow, to Only Friends. In the same menu, if you scroll down, you will see a setting called Do you want search engines outside of Facebook to link to your profile? Select No. After you have made these changes, scroll down and limit the audience for past posts. Apply the new setting to all past posts, even though Facebook will try to alarm you. The only way to undo this is to change the audience of each post one at a time. Oh my goodness. You'll need to change 1,700 posts over 10 years. Ignore your fears and click Limit. Next, go into Privacy Shortcuts. This is on the navigation bar below Settings. Then select Privacy Checkup. Limit who can see your personal information, date of birth, email address, phone number, place of birth if you provided it to Only Me. Third-party apps. Every time you use Facebook to log in to a service or application, you are granting both Facebook and the third-party service access to your data. Facebook has pledged to investigate and change this recently as a result of the Cambridge Analytica scandal, but in the meantime, it is best not to use Facebook to log in to third-party services. That includes Bingo Bash, unfortunately. The third screen of Privacy Checkup shows you which apps have access to your data at present. Delete any that you don't recognize or that are unnecessary. In the final step, we will be turning off Facebook integration altogether. This is optional. If you choose to do this, it will revoke permission for all previous apps, plugins, and websites that have access to your data. It will also prevent your friends from harvesting your data for their apps. In this case, you don't need to delete individual apps as they will all disappear. Turning off Facebook integration. If you want to be as secure as it is possible to be on Facebook, you can revoke third-party access to your content completely. This means turning off all apps, plugins, and websites. If you take this step, Facebook won't be able to receive information about your use of apps outside of Facebook, and apps won't be able to receive your Facebook data. If you're a business, this is not a good idea, as you will need it to advertise and to test apps. This is for personal pages. It may make life a little more difficult for you in that your next purchase from Farfetch will require you to set up your own account rather than just harvest your profile. Your clout score may drop because it can't see Facebook, and that might feel terrible. Remember, this setting only applies to the data you post and provide yourself. The signals you generate using Facebook, what you like, click on, read, will still belong to Facebook and will be used to tailor advertising. To turn off Facebook integration, go into Settings, then Apps. Select Apps, Websites and Games. Facebook will warn you about all the Farmville updates you will miss and how you will have a hard time logging into The Guardian without Facebook. Ignore this and select Turn Off. Well done. Your data is now as secure as it is possible to be on Facebook. Remember, though, that everything you do on the platform still generates data. Belinda Barnett is a senior lecturer in media and communications at Swinburne University of Technology. This article was originally published on The Conversation. Read the original article.